Hey,
white
you
man.
can't be culturally mixed. There is no mixed culture. That's what they're talking about when they say they're black. Culturally, you're black. Your DNA does not dictate
There
your
is
culture.
mixed culture. You can't have
No,
mixed people and they come from different cultures and they're not. No, that's not
what
true
is it?
either.
What
That's
is it?
not
What
true
is
either.
what is
Now
what
when
is
you
mixed
look at
culture?
black,
Then if it's for that,
there's
I'm
play.
You know, I'm
I don't give a shit about nobody out there.
mixed. There is no mixed culture. That's what they're talking about when they say they're black. Culturally, you're black. Your DNA does not dictate
There
your
is
culture.
mixed culture. You can't have
No,
mixed
there-
people and they come from different cultures and they're not. No, that's not
What
true
is it?
either.
What
That's
is it?
not
What
true
is
either.
what is
Now
what
when
is
you
mixed
look at
culture?
black,
What is mixed culture? What do they celebrate?
you don't have a mixed culture
What are
when
they
you live in a
values?
black household.
The thing is, if you can have white neighbors that don't understand anything that you saying, that's another culture. You see what I mean? That's another culture. If you can't relate to these people, it's another effing culture. Whether you like it or not, it's
literally
another
just said
culture.
white.
You're mixing
So
cultures.
you
okay?
don't you
So
don't
you
re- you
have a
don't relate
child
to,
by
you don't
two
relate to any,
cultures.
you don't
If you have
relate
a
to
child
anybody
by
who's
two
mixed.
cultures, yes, you can.
You
That's
you
why
don't
you
relate
can
to
have a
anybody
child that
who's
speaks
mixed.
Spanish. What
So
about
you don't
what's his
relate
name?
you don't relate to anybody who's mixed.
They have two. They have two.
You don't relate to
They have
anybody
two.
who's mixed.
They have two cultures. It's not like we're not going to relate
So
in
you
some
don't
ways.
relate to anyone who's mixed.
That's not what
That's
she's
not what I
saying.
said. I didn't say that.
Okay.
And I don't know how you're getting that.
So then if they relate to us, then they must be of the same culture.
That's not true at all.
Yeah,
That's
it
not
is.
true at all.
Yeah, it
Some
is.
cultures
It's
are
like,
similar
I
and they
don't know.
can relate.
I don't know why
The
you
thing
trying
is,
to push.
they're similar and you can
push,
relate. You can relate.
Because you're not being honest.
It's like their ethnicity. Their ethnicity. Like your race and your
Ethnicity is
ethnicity.
the location. Is where you came from.
Please stop talking. Please stop talking. Please stop talking. Use
That's
Google before you make yourself sound dumb right now. Please use
No,
Google.
she's not making herself
Because
dumb. Let me explain
nationality.
something.
She's talking about
No,
nationality.
that is your ethnicity.
No,
Your
no,
ethnicity is where you came from.
No. I will look
That's
this up right now.
nationality.
Your ethnicity is not your where you're at. Your ethnicity is a culture. It's what is a certain value and
No,
tradition.
it's not. No,
that
it's
you're-
not. No,
Yes,
it's
it is.
not.
Yes,
No,
it is.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
Oh
it
my
isn't.
God. I did a whole video on this. Please, somebody Google
Share
it
a
up.
screen
and
with
tell
the
me I'm wrong.
definition then. Share a screen
Google
with
it
the
right now and
definition.
tell me I'm wrong.
Share a screen with the
Okay,
definition.
okay, while
The
you're
difference
looking
between
that up,
ethnicity and race.
while you're looking
Okay,
that up,
here, I got it for you guys. I'll share the screen so you guys can get it.
but while you're looking that up, your kid doesn't cease to become mixed just because the father isn't in the picture. He's still mixed.
Exactly.
Just because my son's
The
dad
facts are
lives in
state of belonging
Florida
to a
doesn't
social
mean
group
he's
that has a
ceased to
common
become.
nationality or cultural tradition.
Exactly.
Okay.
It says the interrelationship between gender, ethnicity, and class.
So
Exactly.
ethnicity, they would all be black.
I guess Yas knew what he was talking about, huh?
Okay, good job, Yas. I'm proud
Yas
of
knew
you.
what he was talking about, huh?
Okay, here.
I'm proud of you. I'm glad you know what you're
I
talking about.
told you. Now, like I said, they can
How
have,
many
they can be
cuts on your back do you need?
culturally
Either
black.
way,
They
okay,
can be
well,
culturally black.
They
So
can,
stop
but it's
hating
very
on
hard.
because
When
they can be
it's
culturally
very
black.
hard.
No one's saying
If you
that they're
mostly around
genetically
white
black.
people.
okay, well, let me ask you this,
Yeah.
Yas.
Mostly around white
Okay,
people.
since Yas is on the roll, let me ask you this. Me being in Hawaii and my son's dad being in Florida, does that make my son no longer mixed?
What?
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
good
so
question.
my location is in Hawaii and my son's dad location is in Florida. My son is here with
that is not
my son still
change.
mixed.
Did your traditions change?
Is
Did
my
your
son
traditions
still
change?
mixed?
Yeah, they
Did your
don't traditionally
traditions
see his
change?
ass no more.
I'm not. What are we talking about? DNA? Or are we talking about culture? Since we're being
Obviously.
specific, are we talking about DNA? Or are we talking about
Clearly not
culture?
DNA. Clearly
your
not
DNA
DNA.
is not going to change no
Because
matter what.
location ain't gonna
But
change.
the only way his culture is going to change is it might change. He might turn white now that he's
I
with
think
dad.
what we were saying is
so
that
yeah,
Ella's children
might.
are
No,
not.
my son is with me. So
Oh,
is
then
he
yeah,
still mixed?
then it might change. He might go deeper into his black culture. So yeah, it's depending on who you're around. Culturally,
Oh, okay.
No, So I'm glad you understand.
yeah, I don't know why
thing
she
is,
just
We gotta break it down.
Culturally,
if you wanna, it's like listen.
Culture means like who you go,
I know
who you're around, like
it
who you
feels
go to
good.
school
It
with.
feels good to be
Who
dark
are your
Okay,
skinned.
he doesn't have any
You
hot
don't gotta
sauce
bang on
in his
everybody.
purse.
You don't gotta bang on everything. Do you know how
I'm
wrong
not
it
saying
sounds to be?
anything. I'm just saying he doesn't have any hot sauce in his purse.
He didn't have purse.
Still mixed.
Yeah. Anyways, you should not. We should never have the same ideology as Nazi Germany.
Says who?
So he's
I'm
not.
kidding. I'm kidding. Calm down. Y'all just like, whoa. It's like, calm
I mean,
down.
maybe
Remove the sticks, y'all. Remove the
said, no.
sticks. Damn.
Look at them. Half of them not even pure blood.
But I think we should try to face reality and not be delusional as well. And I know that's hard,
Yeah,
especially in 2020.
DNA wise, you're mixed. Culturally, it depends on what. Are you black or white?
Yeah,
Like
it does. And in
culturally,
the Pacific Northwest, for the most part, would
black.
even be.
Hey, you can be black and Mexican.
So
Culturally,
I should tell him he is no longer mixed, that he's now black, because he will cry if I tell him that.
Listen. So are the Africans in Mexico not African?
They
Well,
African
their
descent.
DNA isn't going to change because they're
They African descent, but they Mexicans.
Well, exactly. But they're Mexicans. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true. They're African descent.
So I should tell him he's now Hawaiian.
But they're Mexicans.
But that's over generations. They didn't just pop up first generation and be Mexicans. Nah, that first generation, they sure wasn't. It took some generations before they became Mexican. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's like y'all want something to be the truth that just ain't. Like, it's like you either or you not, and you trying to find a loophole, and it's just like, all right, well, find a loophole then. Yes.
Okay, then go tell your son that he's no longer mixed. Then tell him he's no longer.
Looked it up. No, DNA, you're mixed. Culturally, you're
black. We looking up loopholes. That's what we do. We look up loopholes. I mean, whatever. What happens at the end of the day is whatever makes you feel better. Because you
can't take a child and move him around and then go tell him he's no longer mixed.
And you can't.
I just think you're gonna think
that sounds dumb.
A mixed person and tell them they're not black.
I just feel like this is what I feel like. I feel like people, if they're ashamed, if they're ashamed of both nationalities of their children, to where they're going to make their children be like, oh, this person, then they just should only stick with one reason. Then they don't have to be confused.
You guys are having two different conversations and nobody can hear the other one.
Do you think when they get pulled over by the police is like, hold on, they're mixed, we'll let him go? Or
he might.
But how is that relevant to the fact that they're not like they're biracial? And right, they might.
You think there's no such thing? I mean, the thing is, now you're going to ignore the fact that there's privilege on that side. You're going to ignore it because he might actually let him go. He might let him go, especially if he got blue eyes or something.
So you just must not be listening to me. Maybe you need to turn your speaker up.
Maybe I do, because I mean, it sounds like some bullshit.
I'll just listen to what I'm saying. Anyways, like I said, if a police see him, they're gonna look at him and they're gonna watch his behavior to see how he acts. And it's like, yeah, mixed people, they do have the option of acting real white, and they might get treated differently. They might get the pass, whereas we don't. But it's like, if he's true to himself and he want to be black, like, you gonna get treated like a black person.
Okay, but you just said if he's true to himself. His father is white, so his true self is both.
Exactly. That's not what I'm trying to say.
So what about our nephew? What about our nephew with the dark skin? They get treated like a black person.
If he's mixed. I don't understand this whole idea to try and take their
Because we're not talking. You guys are arguing DNA, where I'm talking culture. And y'all keep. I don't know why.
Because again, you're trying to find a loophole, and it doesn't make sense.
I'm not going to deny DNA. I'm not going to argue science.
So why are we having?
I'm on the side of science.
But you're talking about a nephew that was raised by a white woman.
Culturally.
You don't know you're talking about a nephew that was raised by a white woman. So
do you know him? Yeah, she don't at all. She don't know who I'm talking about exactly.
Then which nephew are you talking about?
Which nephew are you talking about?
All of them were. She knows for a fact that he was.
One other one wasn't raised by a white woman.
The dark-skinned one that looks just like me. Just literally in my kitchen.
right now
Yeah.
I think you'd have to produce him.
with long twists in his hair.
And then
That
repeat your
one doesn't
question.
look like him.
Okay.
I know what she's
There's
talking
one
about.
that
Hold
looks
on,
like
hold on.
I
I'll
know
go
too
get
what
him.
she's
I'll
talking
go get
about,
him.
but the thing is,
Because
his
this nigga
father.
dark.
The thing about it is, his father is half. So I mean, that's different. That's totally different. Get out of here. I love how they trying to make
doesn't look
loopholes.
like that one doesn't
No,
look like
the thing
that.
is,
And
we
he
already
can't be
know.
on
The thing
camera.
is, if his father is if you look
He's
at his
not
father, his
as
father
dark as
looks black.
He's not dark as Jazz, and he can't be on
He
camera.
didn't say he was as dark as him. He said he looks like him.
He looks like you, and he can't
And
be on
he's
camera.
But
he's
he
tall.
and
Why
Oh,
not?
okay, I am
He's grown.
so slow.
He can't be on
I
camera.
am
He a
just
grown
so
man.
slow.
He's
And I
grown. Why
just-
can't he be on camera?
Yes, we took him off camera, so I just took you off camera because I'm slow, and so it took me a long time to register. My baby ain't getting on that camera.
But he's not a baby.
I said
He's
my
literally
baby, so therefore
21.
he's my baby, in my opinion.
Ain't you grown?
Oh,
Ain't you like grown,
Yeah.
bro?
Some of these little ones will always be a baby.